Welcome back, my Pisces. So let's go ahead and get straight into your reading. So your first card out the deck is calling in your soulmate. You have this coupled with the Page of Cups. So the energy that sticks out the most to me is that I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to force a situation into being something that it's not. I believe that you are with someone that you have a very turbulent relationship with, meaning when it's good, and when it's bad. You are very much so emotionally invested in this person, and I do feel like you have a spiritual connection with this person. However, when it comes to this person actually being who you want them to be, which is your soulmate, I feel like you are trying to almost convince yourself or deceive yourself in some way. A lot of you guys have been praying for a sign. A lot of you guys have been caught up in this almost illusion, visualizing that your relationship is something that it's not, or you're visualizing that it will become something that it isn't at this point in time. You may be trying to affirm or even build this person up or pour more of yourself into this relationship with the hopes that that you'll receive some sort of confirmation or sign that this is in fact your soulmate, when honestly I don't feel like that's the case. Okay, in your heart of hearts with the Page of Cups, a lot of you guys know this. Okay, you know this, and your intuition has told you this repeatedly. However, because this is a very complicated relationship or situationship, a lot of you guys are going against your higher self, your inner knowing, which I like to call your inner God. Okay, your intuition. So you know emotionally, maybe even mentally and spiritually, that this isn't your ultimate soulmate. Okay, you cannot continue to ignore the signs. So Spirit is telling you with the Page of Cups that it's time to disconnect from the situation, remove your emotions out of the situation in order for you to hear God clearly. Because I feel like the universe is speaking to you in more ways than one. But you guys, because of your own attachment or your connection to this person, you're not really listening. You're refusing to see reality for what it truly is. Okay? So with the Three of Spring, threes are about expansion. Spring is about moving things forward. However, when it comes to this relationship, growing, I feel like Spirit is saying you need to more so focus on what's your next plan, what's your next step in life. Who are you outside of this relationship? What are you building for yourself? Because if this continues on the path that it's going on thus far, I do feel like you will continue to be disappointed. Okay, so Spirit is saying, plan your next step out. What does your life look like in the next? You don't have to say years. You can say the next 3 months, the next 6 months. What does your life look like for the long haul? Figure out a plan for yourself. Focus on yourself. Stop giving away everything that you have to this relationship, especially if you know in your heart of hearts that you deserve better and this person isn't in alignment with who you really envision yourself being with, the type of partnership you see yourself being in, the type of partnership that you actually deserve. So by being patient with yourself in your journey, I do feel like you will be rewarded. However, a lot of you guys are not stepping up. You have a lot of fears with the Moon card here. You have a fear of doing things on your own. You have a fear of a life without this person. So you don't even want to see it. You don't even want to entertain the thought. This is someone who should be planning for the long haul for themselves, where they see themselves moving forward. But you guys don't have a plan because you've invested everything within you into this relationship, into this person. So with the Moon card, you both came into this situation with previous baggage. So you may have come into the situation still attached to another emotional situation, or vice versa. Your partner came into the situation still attached to someone else from their past. So this is the energy of projecting past pain and past trauma. It could even be childhood trauma onto the next relationship, the next person. So you guys are literally living in complete, I want to say disillusion. Like there's a lot of uncertainty here. There's not a lot of clarity. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of fears here. And there's a lot of inner demons here that need to be addressed. So Spirit is saying that because of this baggage that you brought in and this person brought in as well, and I do believe that it's an ongoing cycle, meaning this isn't your first time around in this type of relationship, and the person that you're dealing with, this isn't their first go around either, because the moon card in this deck is number 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. That's an ongoing karmic cycle. Okay? So Spirit is saying if you continue not really growing or addressing, these inner demons, that you're going to continue to lose parts of yourself in this relationship. You're going to go deeper and deeper into darkness if you're not already there. This is about someone losing direction, losing themselves, okay? Going in circles, doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting a different outcome. That is insanity, okay? So, moving forward with the 3 of Clubs, Spirit is saying it's time to wake up. It's time to transform the situation. They're saying it's time for you to really focus on your recovery, because I do feel like this may be codependent, okay? They're saying that you have everything within yourself to fulfill yourself, to be happy. You don't need a partnership. And that's not to say that you shouldn't have one. It's just to say that you should have the right one that's for you. You shouldn't have to force something to be, okay? So they're saying you have a full cup. You have everything within you. You have a lot of love to give. But when it comes to your partner, you're pouring into something that's dead. It's almost like waiting for a plant to die, and it becomes all shriveled up and brown, and then you're trying to water it and bring it back to life. It's already done, okay? So Spirit is saying you are pouring into something that isn't pouring into you, something that needed to come to an end a long time ago. However, again, this is someone who refuses to listen to their intuition. Okay? So Spirit is saying it's time to take accountability for your actions, because a lot of you guys knew from the very beginning you were focusing on attracting the right type of partner into your life. However, you went against yourself, your higher self, because you may have developed, feelings for this person. You got emotionally not detached. You got emotionally attached to this person really quickly. Okay. And it caused you to betray yourself. So, Spirit is saying that your past experiences, they had to happen, but you need to also utilize those in order to prevent yourself from repeating the same mistakes moving forward. Okay. Although I don't really believe in mistakes, we're just going to use that word for the sake of this reading, okay? They're saying use your past experiences in order to assist you in future and present relationships, okay? Once you already know that something isn't right or it's not working, instead of trying to force it, instead of trying to love this person, enough so that they'll, be healed, or they can open up to you, or love you the way that you really desire or deserve to be loved. They're saying is once you see those signs that a person has all this emotional baggage, or they're not the one that you've been praying for, don't settle, move on, okay? It's time for you to embark into new territory. Even if you don't have a full plan for yourself, you need to come up with something and start taking action, okay? They're saying it's time to start planting new seeds for yourself. That way they can prosper, okay? You're not going to see them. As soon as you put the seed in the ground, you're not going to see any growth right away. It's really going to take time, meaning you can't rush your healing. You can't rush the process when it comes to being a whole person and attracting your actual soulmate. And that may have been the case in the past. You may have rushed things. You may have not been ready, or the person that you are now, entertaining, they may have not been ready, okay? So if you're able to end things, heal yourself, and learn the soul lessons that came from this experience, Spirit is saying that you will have a positive outcome, okay? Your future will look a lot brighter than it looks right now. This is about you guys building your own foundation, no longer having your entire life or identity wrapped up in another person or a relationship. So it's time to grow. It's time to grow. Turn your pain, into your gain. And it's time to be completely whole. But in order to do that, again, you must sacrifice. Something has to die. Something has to die off. And that means an ending to a relationship. That means an ending to codependencies. That means an ending to just unhealthy habits, and patterns. Even a way of thinking. You have to put an end to that. It's time to cut out what's no longer beneficial or necessary for your growth. And you may feel like you don't know what's next or what direction you're going to go in. But if you listen to your intuition, your inner God, and your higher self, you will be led in the right direction. Spirit is saying with the Hermit card that it may get to a point where you guys have no other choice but to go within. This is Spirit way of saying that you need to really do some soul searching. You need to focus on yourself and you need to reconnect with God, the God in you, okay? The answers that you seek are not going to come from outside of you, although there may be mentors that show up, people who have gone through similar situations as you, who may give you some sort of guidance. They're saying that the true answers that you seek will come from within. You already know the answers because you got the Page of Cups. You're not listening to yourself. So if you are questioning whether this person is being faithful to you, the Three of Cups says whenever they're out or whenever they're away from you, whenever they leave you home alone, they're with other people. And again, I feel like you guys already know this. You are, in fact, in a complicated love affair. And that's why you're always trying to seek answers. You're like praying, like, just show me if this person is my soulmate. Show me if this person's the one for me. But you already know. But you're ignoring the signs. When this person is away from you, when they leave you home alone, or when you can't contact them, they're out partying, drinking, or they're seeing other people. Okay? Bottom of your deck, you guys have the Eight of Swords. Again, you're the only one keeping yourself in this mental imprisonment. You are the only one who can save you. This person is not your knight in shining armor. This person is not going to come in and clear this all up for you. They're not going to bring you out of this misery that you created for yourself. This is someone who, again, does the same thing over and over and over again, but expects a different outcome. This is someone who has self-sabotaging behavior because of their own limited beliefs about themselves and about love based off of past experiences. Again, whatever childhood trauma you may have, you are now carrying that into your adult relationships, okay? And whatever beliefs that you have surrounding love, there's no good people out there. Everybody's a liar. Everybody's a cheater. All the good ones are taken. Whatever those beliefs are that are circling in your mind, you need to spend some time alone in order for you to clear that up and heal that. That way you won't continue to find yourself in situations where you are trapped by your own circumstances, something that you created for yourself. Okay? Hey, you guys are still here. It is me, Divination, if you couldn't already tell. I have a huge favor to ask you guys. If you don't mind, go ahead and drop down in the comment section below and leave me a message about your personal experience and also what you guys would like to see as far as readings go on this channel, okay? And remember, I always comment back. And lastly, don't seek love, seek yourself, and everything else will follow. I love you all. Until next time.